The orcs often use poisoned arrows or blades. We see it in Amazon's Rings of Power. In Season 1, Bronwyn is shot with a poisoned arrow, and she dies in between seasons. Orondir the elf says, "I thought she was getting better. There is a foulness in orc arrows not easily forgotten by human flesh." Sam, of the Fellowship, was cut with the orc blade in Moria, but it turned out not to be poisoned. "Good luck, Sam," he said. "Many have received worse than this in payment for the slaying of the first orc. The cut is not poisoned, as the wounds of orc blades too often are. It should heal well when I have tended it." It is implied that the orcs use poisoned weapons against the Ents to no avail. But an Ent can be stuck as full of orc arrows as a pincushion and take no serious harm. They cannot be poisoned, for one thing, and their skin seems to be very thick and tougher than bark. Though not included in the published text, in Tolkien's notes, Isildur was shot by poisoned arrows right after he lost the One Ring. They loosed their poisoned arrows at it and fled. Needlessly, for Isildur, unarmed, was pierced through heart and throat, and without a cry, he fell back into the water. Celebrian, Elrond's wife, suffered a poisoned wound by the orcs. In 2509, Celebrian, wife of Elrond, was journeying to Lorien when she was waylaid in the Redhorn Pass, and her escort being scattered by the sudden assault of the orcs, she was seized and carried off. She was pursued and rescued by Elladan and Elrohir, but not before she had suffered torment and had received a poisoned wound. The orcs use poisoned wounds all the way back since the First Age. Huor died while fighting in the Nir Nathanoidiad in First Age 472. Then all the hosts of Angband swarmed against them, and they bridged the stream with their dead, and encircled the remnant of Hithlum as a gathering tide about a rock. There, as the sun westered on the 6th day, and the shadow of arid Wethrin grew dark, Huor fell pierced with a venom arrow in his eye. And all the valiant men of Hador were slain about him in a heap, and the orcs hewed their heads and piled them as a mound of gold in the sunset.